guys, it's Vicky, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today, I'm going to be showing you a really cool new way that you can use your candy stars for a cuff. For the supplies today, you're going to need a total of 228 beads. I'm going to be using 50 gold, 50 of the sparkle green, 60 for red, and 60 for white. And then also, for most of the string, I'm going to be using this 1mm thick elastic cord, about probably 12 feet of it. And then I'm also going to be using some of this 0.7mm clear stretch cord, probably about like 1 foot of it. So let's get started by making some candy stars. To make a candy star, you only need about 1 foot of string. Start by adding 10 beads. Then slide them to one end of the string and tie it off. I'm using a double knot here. Don't forget to tug the ends of the string to tighten it. Then add 3 beads. Then place the string through the second bead away from where your string is coming out. Add 3 more beads. Place your string through the second bead away from the string. Add 3 beads. Place the string through the second bead away. Add 3 beads. Place your string through the second bead away. Add 3 beads. Place the string through the second bead away. Then tug on each point of the star to make sure everything is nice and tight. That will help the star keep its shape. Next, take the end of the string and that tiny little end from earlier and tie another double knot. Now we can cut the ends off. For this tutorial, you need 4 of these candy stars. So I'm going to make 3 more. 1 of them is going to be gold, and then 2 of them are going to be the sparkle green. So once you have your 4 stars, you're going to want to arrange them all next to each other. I want mine to go in this pattern. And you want to make sure that the top of the stars are all facing the same way. And then this is where I'm going to use that clear elastic to tie them all together because I don't want it to show. So I'm just going to use a really small amount and place the string through each of the point beads that are next to each other. So one end through that star's point, and then the other end through the other star's point. And then that's where you're going to tie it off. I'm going to use a triple knot here. If you're using this clear cord, it's pretty slippery, so it's important that you tighten it a lot so that it'll stay tied. And now I'm going to cut that off the ends. I'm getting another small piece of string, and now I'm going to attach these 2 stars. I'll put my string through the point of one and then through the point of the other one, and then tie that in a triple knot. Now I'm going to attach this last one. And now I need to attach the 2 ends. So I'm gonna bring the side points of these two together and then tie those. Put one end of the string through one of the side points and the other end through the other side point. So now all of our stars are attached to each other on the side, and we're going to make some other pieces. So let's set this off to the side for now. I'm gonna grab like 4 feet of my elastic 1mm white cord, and let's start by making a 32 bead single. I'm going to use the pattern red, red, white, white so that I can make this into a diagonally striped multi-stitch cuff. So now that I have my 32 bead single, I'm going to slide all the beads to one end of the string and tie it in a triple knot and cut the end off, the small end. Now I'm going to place my string through this red bead that's right next to it. And here I'm going to be adding a white bead, and then I'll put the string through the next white. Then I'll add a red bead and put the string through the next red. Add a white bead, put the string through the next white. Add a red bead, put the string through the next red. Every few beads, tug gently to tighten it. Do this all the way around the single. Now the cuff should look like this. To start the next row, you'll need to place your string through the next bead that's sticking up, which is going to be for me this white bead. Then I'll add a red bead and place my string through the next red. Add a white bead, put the string through the next white. Add a red bead, put the string through the next red. Add a white bead, put the string through the next white. And do this all the way around the cuff. Now put the string through the next bead that's sticking up, and the cuff should look like this. So now we're going to attach this cuff to the stars. So you'll want to make sure that you have the stars with their top pointing up, and we're going to attach this cuff to the top of the stars. Here's how we're going to do this. Take your string and thread it through the top point of one of your stars. Then thread the string through the next bead that's sticking up on the cuff. So now the point of that star is attached to the cuff. Then you'll thread the string through the next 6 beads of the cuff without adding anything. Then place your string through the top point of the next star. Then through the next bead that's sticking up on the cuff. So now 2 of my stars are attached. I'm gonna rotate everything so I can attach the next star. So I'm going to thread my string through the next 6 beads of the cuff without adding anything. Then place the string through the top point of the next star. Then put the string through the next bead that's popped out on the cuff. Now we've got 3 stars attached, so I'm going to rotate the cuff one more time. Place the string through the next 6 beads of the cuff. Then place the string through the top point of the last star. Then put the string through the next bead that's popped out on the cuff. Then I'm going to put my string through the next 3 beads of the cuff. And now that all the stars are attached, we can tie off the cuff. So you'll want to take your string and place it underneath the string that is attaching the 2 beads that your string is in between. So I'm going to slip this string under here. And this way I'll have a loop in one of my hands and the end of the string in the other, and I'm going to tie a double knot here. Now I'm going to cut off the ends. We're going to now make a bottom cuff as well. So now we need to make another one of these diagonal striped cuffs, exactly the same, and then we're going to attach the stars to it. So I finished our second cuff, and now we're going to attach it to the bottom of this bracelet that we're making. I've got to put my string through the next bead that's sticking up. Then I'm going to put my string through this bottom point of this green star, and then through the next bead that's popping out. So now this point of the star is attached. Then I'm going to thread the string through the next 2 beads of the cuff. Then through the next bottom point of that same star. And then through the next bead that's popping out on the cuff. So there's 1 star attached on the bottom. Next, I'll put the string through the next 2 beads on the cuff. Then through the next bottom point bead of the next star. Then through the next bead that's popping up on the cuff. Let's rotate this a bit. Then I'll put the string through the next 2 beads on the cuff. Then through the next bottom point bead of the star. Then through the next bead that's popping up on the cuff. Now that star is completely attached. I'm going to rotate the cuff. Then I'm going to put my string through the next 2 beads of the cuff. Then through the bottom point of the next star. Then through the next bead that's popping up on the cuff. Then through the next 2 beads of the cuff. Then through the next bottom point of the star. Then through the next bead that's popped up on the cuff. Now through the next 2 beads of the cuff. Alright, I'm going to rotate this because we still have 1 more star to attach. So I'm going to put my string through the next bottom point of that star, and then through the next bead that's popped up on the cuff, then through the next 2 beads of the cuff, then through the last bottom point of this last star, then through the next bead that's popped up on the cuff. And now all of the stars are attached on the top and bottom. We just need to tie this off. We're going to do it the same way we did the last cuff. I'm gonna slip the string underneath the string that's attaching the two beads it's between. Okay, got it. So now it's like this, and I'm going to tie a double knot using the end and the loop. And then cut off those ends. And it looks like this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit me up on my social media pages if you want to show me your candy creations. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe for more tutorials, and until next time, peace, love, unity, and respect.